Hey guys, this is All Stream That, back with another episode of MLB The Show 19, Road to the Show with our second baseman. And let's get into today's games. And we're going to do some T drills to get our contact left up by 2. And there we go. And here we are at home against the Cincinnati Reds in the rain. And let's record a hit by the first 5 pitches. We are the leadoff. There we go. We've got our 2 timeouts. We are down by 1. And there's a foul. And that looks like that's going to be out, and it is. And here's our second shot. We're down by 2. We need to call our timeouts to get that pitch up and in. And that's going to drop. So we have a hit. With 1 out, we are on first. And here's Simmons in a 3-2 count. We're going to go ahead and run here. And we're out, just barely. There's 1 out with the runner on first. And we start the double play. And now we're down by 2. There's 2 outs with the runner on first. We're going to call our timeouts again. Let's see what we can do here. That's another hit. And it looks like we did not get the starter out yet. They just went out to talk to him. There's 2 outs. We go on contact. And there it is. And that looks like that's going to be out number 3. And there's 1 out with the runner on, or with no runners on. And there's the second out. And again, runner on first with 2 outs, and we are down by 2. And this is a different pitcher. And that's a hit. And the count is 2-2. There we go, bases loaded with 2 outs. Simmons with a good hit. And now we've got Mike Trout, who is 0 for 3. He grounded out in the 6th. And the count is 3-2. And he strikes out, of course. And this is our last one. We are down by 1 with the runner on first and nobody out. And there's strike 1. And there's a hit. Runners on first and second with nobody out. There we go. They're going to throw and we're going to get back. The count is 1-2 to Simmons. And apparently they don't want me to do anything, is there? I thought there was a runner on first before, and now there's not. That doesn't seem right. Oh well. Count is 1-2. And there's a strikeout. And here's CJ Crone. 2 outs. We're going to run on contact, and this is the last hope. And he strikes out to end the game. And here we are in the second game against the Reds. We're going to call timeout and see if we can get that pitch up and in. And there's out number 1. And here's our second shot. It is tied at 1. Nobody out, and we do have a runner on first. And that's going to be the first out on a fly out to left, or to right. And we're down by 4 now. And there's out number 2. And there's runners on first and second with 2 outs. And there's out number 3. Okay, we do have a runner on first. There are 2 outs, and we're calling our timeouts. And there's strike 1, as we were a little bit late on that fastball. And that's going to be caught for the 3rd out. It's the top of the 8th. We are down by 7. And there's the first out. And that was low.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
And that is going to be a fly out to center for out number 3.
The first baseman, number 19.
There's one out and nobody on. And there's the second out. And we've lost. And here's the third and final game against Cincinnati.
The third baseman, Louis.
And there we go. That should be out number 1. And there are runners on first and second with 1 out. And let's see what we can get here, if anything. Okay, we got a single. The bases are loaded with 1 out. So let's see if he can get a hit. And of course he's going to strike out. So now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And here's Miles Harper. And there's out number 3 as we could not score.
The batter, number 99. Second base.
And let's drive a run in. Okay, there are 2 out, or 2 on, and 1 out. Runners on first and second. So let's see if we can get on here. And there we go, and that's going to be at least a double. Two RBIs. We're up by 2. And here's Brandon Drury. The count is 1 and 2. We're safe. I was gonna go, but that just didn't seem like we would make it. Okay, there's 2 outs. We're just gonna run. And that's out number 3. And there's 1 out and nobody on. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
There's a runner on first with 2 outs. There we go. That's out number 3. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. So let's see if we can get another RBI here. And that's strike 1. And we are safe on a throwing error probably, and that's an E6. And base is still loaded with nobody out for Drury. And that's out number 1 on a pop-up to third. And here's Miles Harper. The count is 0-2. And we are out at third because we hesitated. There we go. Don't think the up and in is activated. And maybe it was. That's another RBI. And now there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. And we gained another run. And the count is 3-2, so we're gonna run at first movement. And that's ball 4. And here's Miles Harper. The count is 0-2. 2 outs and the bases are loaded. And the third baseman reaches out and grabs that for out number 3.
The batter number 99, second baseman, Betty Beaver.
And there are 2 outs and nobody on. There's strike 1 on a fastball up in the zone. There's another fastball up and in. Swung on for strike 2. And that's a foul. Still strike 2. That was a low slider. And there's out number 3. And that's the end of the game, and we have won. And we're going to do some T-Power drills with Mike Trout. And there we go. And our power left and power right have gone up. And he wants 3 home runs over the next 3 games. You know what? We'll try it. And here is game 1 against Houston. There's a runner on first with nobody out. And we missed that. And here we are. This is our first time up. We are the number 4 hitter today. It is 0-0. Nobody on and nobody out. There we go. That's a good hit right down the middle. And we are the hits leader in the American League at 66. And we're going to see if we can steal a base here. There we go. If I would have kept running, I probably would have been out, so... And there we go, that's out number 2, and we are on third. And the count is 1-2 to Miles Harper. And that's a hit, and we will come in to score. That is the first run of the game. And here is our second at-bat. 1 out, runners on first and second. And the bases are loaded now with 1 out. And here's Justin Upton, who is 0 for 1 today. And I kept on running, I don't know why. But we're up by 3 now. Runner on first and nobody out. There's 1 and 2. It's a good double play. And now we're up by 6. There's nobody on and nobody out. That was a cutter that I fouled off. There's a high cutter that we just watched for ball 1. There's strike 2. And we hit that right to the third baseman for out number 1. Here's Derek Fisher. Top of the 7th, 1 on, or nobody on and 1 out. And there's out number 2. There we go. We've got 1 on and 1 out. It's a curveball outside for ball 1. And that gets through the infield for a hit. And here is Upton with 1 out, runners on first and second. And that's out number 2. Here's Cole Calhoun. The count is 3-2. And that's a strikeout. And we've won. And here's the next game against the Houston Astros.
The second baseman, Benny.
And we are leading off. We're in the number 1 spot. We'll call a couple of timeouts. And that is out number 1. Here's Jose Altuve. We are down by 2. There's a runner on first and third with 1 out. And the third baseman drops it to only get the out at first.
The batter, number 99, second baseman.
And we've got 1 out and a runner on first. And we're down by 3. And that is going to be a fly out to right field for out number 2. And we're going to try it again, same situation, except this time there's 2 outs and a runner on first. And that's another fly out to right for out number 3. And here's Jose Altuve. 2 outs, nobody on. And there's out number 3. And here we go with Reddick. 2 outs and nobody on. And that's out number 3.
Now batting, the second baseman, Benny Beaver.
And that is out number 2. I don't think we're going to win this one, and we don't. Houston has won. And this should be the last game against Houston. And bottom of the first, it's scoreless. And that is going to be a pop-up to the second baseman. And we're up by 1 with 1 out and nobody on. Strike 1 on a slider. Strike 2 on a slider on the outside of the zone. And there's out number 2. And we have a boss challenge.
The second baseman, Benny Beaver.
And let's just try to hit a single or better. And we are down by 1 with nobody on and nobody out. And we get nothing. That was right about where I thought it was. And that's a double play. We are up by 1. And now we are down by 1 in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs and nobody on. And that was low. That's inside. So the count is 0-2. And he drops it, and we are out at first. And we've lost.